Okay, so let's check in with the Kenyan authorities, where the President Uhuru Kenyatta is proposing an increase in taxes on mobile money transfer services and other money transfer business in the country. According to the new proposal, excise duty on mobile money transfer fees will rise from the current 10% to 12%. And this comes amid a tussle in government over how to boost revenues without hurting the poor. The latest proposal comes after lawmakers and some members of the public recently resisted a new petroleum tax. Kenya's biggest mobile phone operator, Safaricom, has reacted to the news, saying it may have negative effect on the poor, as most of them do not have bank accounts and rely on mobile transfer services. And this may be from love with love from Britain, as the United Kingdom says it's poised to support Zimbabwe get onto an interim International Monetary Fund staff program to help the country quickly clear its foreign arrears. That's according to the British ambassador to Zimbabwe, Catriona Laing, who says an IMF program will help Britain's former colony speed up the clearance of its arrears. Clearing the $1.8 billion in arrears with the World Bank and the African Development Bank is seen as a major step for Zimbabwe to start assessing foreign credit, especially for the private sector, as well as foreign direct investment. Zimbabwe started defaulting on its foreign debt in 1999 under President Mugabe. The West put sanctions on the country in 2002 as punishment against President Mugabe. Okay, let's move on to the market. How's it looking like on the Nigerian Stock Exchange for today? We started in the positive territory. Now we've lost that. We're down about 0.32% as we speak, and the countdown to the closing 2:30 local time. We're checking in with Temple Ashaju, Channels TV business correspondent, live now from the trading floor. Temple, this looks like we started in the green. We're finishing on the red. Green means go, red means stop. But when it goes red on the stock market, it means the number is going down. It doesn't mean stop. It means it's going down.
It doesn't mean stop.
No, it doesn't.
Absolutely, boss, and it doesn't mean stop. It means the number is going down, and it means you can look at what you can actually buy in the market till you can actually sell. Look at those things that have fundamental, the stocks with fundamentals, so you go into it. But like you said, we're doing a 0.32%. Hasn't really changed. Seen a bit of fluctuation since morning. At some point, it goes to the red. At a point in time, it goes to the green. Earlier, we were in 0.03%, marginally up. But now it's back again to 0.32%. And we're seeing huge increase, some 84% increase in the volume of shares transacted so far. And in terms of the value, that's like 120% increase in what we've seen. For the major sectors dragging the markets, we've got FBN Holdings. FBN Holdings actually was one of those companies that buoyed the markets yesterday. But today we've seen those gains being eroded by some 3.43% right now. Anything can change as we continue to speak right now. Fidelity Bank is also down by some 0.24%. A few insurance companies are on the green side right now because, of course, it looks like their losses and losing streak has now bottomed out a little. One of them is Linkage Assurance, doing 8.47%, while WAPIC is currently up by 8.33%. Like I said earlier, the banking sector is what we have looking down, 0.27% right now. Then you got the consumer goods sector being positive by some 0.04%. In terms of the top trades that we have in the market, there's a particular stock we're watching, and that is Red Star Express in the logistics subsector of the market. It's done some 60 million units of shares transacted on right now, and that currently accounts for 65% of the entire transaction that we're seeing in the market. We're yet to know what's transpiring in that particular stock, but we should be able to fathom that out before the end of the day. Awesome.
Yes, Temple, I can sniff around. Red Star Express, is the Nigerian version, as it were, of the Red Star logistics company in the United States, one of the world's #1 logistics and parcel company. Most likely, some folks are moving in there and money is changing hands. Remember, buy on the rumor, sell on the news. By the time you see it on the market, things are moving. Okay, so Okay, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, it looks like it's going to be a red day. Thank you very much, Temple. Let's hang it in there for today. And see you again tomorrow, same time, live from the Nigerian Stock Exchange trading floor. Channels Television business correspondent. Let's check in with the crude oil market. We're just checking with stocks here in Lagos. How are we at the moment? Crude oil for November delivery. That's the US WTI, 69.40 per barrel, down by 19 cents. That's down by 0.26%. Brent crude for November delivery selling $78.56, down by about 0.6%. Natural gas November delivery is flat 2.8%. US Western Texas Intermediate, you can see the numbers. Of course, this change almost per second and second on the move, and that's where we see. But right there, it's been a red day for the global oil market, despite those supply issues. So let's leave it there for today again. But of course, you have gold, which was one other commodity we're checking in. Prices edging a little bit to the north today because the US dollar weakened a little bit. Another round of tit-for-tat tariffs in the Sino-US trade dispute. Spot gold is shining about 0.1% to 1,199 an ounce. US gold futures were up about the same margin, about 0.1%, at about 1,203. We'll fetch you an ounce. Holdings in the SPDR, that's the SPDR, what you called the options on the gold trust. The world's largest gold-backed exchange-traded fund went back 0.04% to about 742.23 tons on Tuesday. That's about all for today. But of course, the big story is from South Africa, Africa's most advanced economy and the second largest, reporting inflation trending downwards to 4.9%. That's a headline figure year on year, and we're focusing on that. What would that mean for the future credit rating for this economy? We're checking that out. You can also check with us here on Channels Television, here on Business Incorporated, and our regular news. We'll see you again tomorrow. Let's leave it there for today. This is your Business Incorporated.